What's up, you glizzy gobbler? Hey, let's talk about the new How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake. Let's discuss this. First and foremost, if you've seen the 2010 animated version of this movie, you've basically already seen this movie. It's almost completely identical. They change very, very little. The most they do to make changes to this movie is flesh out some of the side characters a little bit and give you more of a backstory on what Burke is all about and how they came to be there. But other than that, if you've seen the animated version, you've seen this. So in theory, why does this movie exist? Yeah, that's all the negatives I'll say about it. I will give this movie its props in due course, but I just want to get that out of the way. The animated version is superior. Animation is underrated. We need to acknowledge that animation is where it's at, and that's my spiel on it. This movie's still good, though. Anyway, How to Train Your Dragon live action. This is DreamWorks' first time entering what Disney started with this trend about, a decade ago at this point. This is their first attempt at live action, and this is probably the best live action we've ever gotten, to be quite honest. Is that because it's basically a one-to-one adaptation? I don't know. I think if you're going to make a new live action, you should at least attempt to change some things to justify its existence, but there are also people on the other end of the sword who think that they should just adapt it one-to-one, so I don't know. I don't think there's any happy medium with these movies at all. I will say, though, this movie looks like it was shot on location. It's very, very pretty, and I think everyone who they casted did an excellent job. Mason Thames as Hiccup did an excellent job. At first, I thought he was just imitating the animated version a lot, but I think he found his groove throughout the movie. Nico Parker as Astrid, phenomenal, but I think the show stealer is Gerard Butler as Stoic the Vast. He's the only one who came back to reprise his original role, and he did an amazing job. The CGI looks really good on all the dragons, too, which was very important, because if you didn't nail that, then what is even the point of doing this? Especially my boy Toothless. Toothless is great. He's the best part of the movie. Obviously, he should be. He has a lot of emotions, and he's expressive, just like the animated version, and that's important because the main criticism of the Lion King live action is that the lines were too realistic and they couldn't really show emotion. So I'm glad they realized that and made Toothless very emotive. That was important. Overall, though, I can't say I hate this movie. I love the animated version. I think that movie's perfect. It has an amazing score. They brought the score back for this movie, too, and it's phenomenal. This movie doesn't hit as hard as the animated version because there are just some things that translate better in animation. But to say this movie isn't good would be disingenuous because it is good. I'm just conflicted on it because it's a live-action remake and it's almost identical, so I don't know if it should exist. But to put all that aside, I did like this movie. I did have a good time watching it. I did tear up at the moments that I teared up in the animated. So I can't say that this is a bad movie. I did enjoy it. I gave it 4 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.